Hello, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Victor.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Kaya Duma Fulashi, and I'm calling you live from the Ikeja local government right now.
Okay. So what do we have?
Yeah, right now from the local government, polling materials have been deployed. We saw them just now when we were coming into the local government. They were driving to the units to distribute the election materials.
Okay.
So for now, we are only able to monitor from the local government, because while we were coming here, we checked from Ogba to this Ikeja local government right now.
Right.
But we didn't find any polling unit. We did not find any polling unit. So I think the polling units will be inside the street. So all the roads that we routed from to get to Ikeja, we didn't see any polling unit. But we saw two when we got to Ikeja. Before we got to this local government, we saw 2 units that are available, but they did not deploy. They've not deployed materials there.
Okay, so that means the materials
have not even arrived.
So materials are yet to arrive in that particular, in those units that you drove across.
On our way here, on our way to the local government.
Okay.
But when we got to the local government, we saw the buses that were going to be used to deploy those materials there. So they've left now. There's no bus. There are buses here, but I think they are the remainder of the buses. But the major buses have left to the units within this local government. So we've not gone back to see if those units are available for us to monitor and see voters, signing up or arranging themselves for voting.
Okay then. All right. So Kaide, let's continue that monitoring. I'm sure you give us more updates as things unfold. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sir.
That's Kaide Mafolashiri, and of course this is from the Ikeja division, and he says just at the headquarters there at the secretariat, Ikeja secretariat, he's saying that that's the Ikeja local government rather. He's saying that the materials are just being deployed. This appears to be like a late deployment.
Yes, because we're 22 minutes gone. Yes, and I understand the elections should have begun since 8.
Yes, that's the time. It's supposed to be between 8 and 3 p.m. Dilly, what does that say? Is that to say that the preparations aren't as it should be? Because if you're talking about this kind of election, the materials should have been deployed even from the early hours.
We saw this also happen during the gubernatorial election. In some places, you had late deployment of election materials, and people were waiting for the materials at the polling units. And also, I worried yesterday. I was a bit worried because also when I took a walk around my area, I didn't see any setup or anything happening anywhere today.
Right. Okay.
And now that, Kayode has just said, they didn't find more than 2.
Right.
So
units that were ready.
Yeah,
but even at that,
feels like
in terms of the materials, they're not on ground.
They're not on ground.
Okay. All right. We'll find out more. Of course, if you have gone through those locations as well, and if you're at home, let us know what has been happening around the polling unit that's within your neighborhood. But let's just touch a bit on the positions that are going to be elected. So the polls will elect 57 council chairmen and 376 councillors across 20 local governments and 37 LCDAs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 376 councillors. Now, that is very, very crucial because a lot of times it appears we're only paying attention to the chairman.
Yes.
So let's let you know that you have councillors within your own community as well. Each ward in Lagos, because there are 376 wards, so each ward in Lagos has a councillor representing that ward. So, and that means as you are voting for the chairman, you must vote for the councillor as well. The councillors are very, very crucial to effective governance within the local government levels. Why? Because they're the lawmakers there. Just like you have the State House of Assembly, right? And you have the National Assembly. So the councillors, they are the legislators at the local government level. So that means you must also pay attention to that as well, anywhere you are.
And I wish that in this part of the world that we would have, our councillors being shielded all the time, especially when their members of their constituent have issues they need them to know about.
All right. What do you mean by shielded?
Okay. We know how things work. You know that a secretary will always shield his or her GM about, when it comes to certain things and all of that. Now, the councillor is supposed to be closest to
the people. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
But you see, a lot of times you don't find that cooperation, that synergy, that access from the people to the councillor, so they can let the councillor know that, okay, this is what we need. These are the things that we are going through. These are the things that we need sorted. You don't find that synergy. And we need to have, because look, if the councillor is very close to the people at the grassroots, then the chairman will know what is happening. Then the chairman can take it to the assembly, or then they can let the governor know that, okay, this is what members of your constituent need. But when there's no synergy like that, it becomes a problem. That's one of the problems we keep having.
All right, then. So let's see, 08099120777 and 09153877127. Those are numbers that you can connect with us this morning. We are keeping watch on the elections in Lagos, and we're hearing from you too. So you can always join us from this part, and let's have those updates. But, as we reflect on this, let's talk about the most crucial of all the past elections, okay? We're talking about voter apathy.
Yes.
Do you have a call? Okay.
None yet.
Voter apathy, right? In 2021, let me just give the statistics. So in 2021, we had about 6 million registered voters in Lagos. And out of these 6 million, for the local government elections, guess how many people? Guess how many people showed up for the elections? A mere 678,243. 678,000. That's just like 10%, or even less.
Let me tell you something that I noticed in the last month or 2 months. I noticed that we saw a lot of posters.
Okay.
A lot of billboards. Okay, these are the incoming chairman and all of that. We saw the posters, but I didn't really see any kind of electioneering campaign, or people coming around to say, okay, I'm going for this post.
Right.
We didn't see a lot of that.
But that gradually picked up. At least in the past 2 weeks, we've seen some local governments in Lagos. They've been having some of their those that are contesting. They've been coming out to do the votes and all of that. But then it's not as
exactly
it should be.
Now,
Mike, did you notice anything like that in your neighborhood?
So, Mike, if you are going to vote,
yes,
and you didn't hear anything, you just saw posters. On the day you're supposed to vote, you get there. Would you even want to go there? Because you're like, okay, so will my presence or with my votes make a difference?
No, but the thing is, a lot of times they're voting for the party. Not
basically not the candidate.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why I'm saying that the councillors, the chairman, they need to get more in touch with the people at the grassroots, because they are the closest. They're supposed to be the bridge between the people and the governor or the
government.
So 678,242 in 2021, and out of that, the votes that were really legible, I mean the votes that really mattered, was just 584,000.
Can you imagine?
All right?
So 6 million plus.
Yes. So that means there's a lot that needs to be done. Well, for these elections, there are over 7 million registered voters in Lagos State who are expected to participate in the elections. But PVC collection, I understand, is just 6.214 million, 975 permanent voter cards that have been collected. I understand about 8,450 still remains unclaimed. So if we are to look at that figure, we should be having like over 6 million people that will be coming to vote. Is that correct?
For local government elections. I think a lot of enlightenment needs to be done.
Yes,
because people really don't take this election seriously. A lot of people are wondering, local government? What's the function of local government? Why are they there? What they know is, okay, we have a governor, we have a president. So these are the areas that people take seriously. We want to vote in a new president that will change Nigeria for good. We want to vote in a new governor that will change Lagos State for good. But when it comes to local government, I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Because a lot of
people do not know the essence of having a local government.
Their position in governance.
Okay, so let's also let you know that for today's elections, even though we have 19 registered political parties, the INEC chairman did say that only 15 of them will be vying for various posts in the state. So, and that is the statement from last week. But they've also said something about a potential runoff, right? That if we have a runoff or perhaps a rerun election, if necessary, that has been scheduled for Saturday, July 19th, 2025. So if in the event that we have a tie, right?
Yes.
So that means...
Or if it's inconclusive.
If it's inconclusive, as the case may be. So that means they could have a rerun next Saturday in that particular locality. Okay? So let's take note of that. Let's also, touch base with the issue of apathy. And people have said there are so many reasons that's responsible for this. Okay? Some have said, lack of awareness. People have said they do not really have confidence, in the election and all of that. Some have said poverty. How can poverty be part of it? Talk to me.
It is possible.
You mean it?
Yeah, it is possible. It is possible, really. It is possible. We already know that there is a lot of that in the land already. And so once election time comes like this and you find some resources pushed to the people, some will receive it and then sit at home.
Okay. Quite unfortunate that is the case. And then some have said maybe their votes do not count.
Exactly.
Is that true?
Yeah.
But Lagos has been the only state that has been organizing at least very consistently elections from 1999 up to date, and they seem to have maintained it to a certain level. So why would the vote count? I'm just thinking aloud, really.
We all think aloud when it comes to that. When it comes to that, I mean, we can't. This is something that a lot of people have always talked about. That look, how are we sure that our votes are counting? How are we sure that the people we voted for are those that will be sworn in, or those votes will be counted properly without other infringements from here and there?
Right.
And when you find people begin to think like that, for instance, we're just talking about the fact that the councillors, the chairman, have not been visible when it comes to that synergy with the people at the grassroots. So if they feel that way, I mean, it is the job, so to speak, the duty of the councillors to say, look, this is the way these things work. This is what you do when you register and you vote. Know that your vote counts, and people will need to see that truly their votes count.
Okay, so how would they do that? For them to be part of it, right? They have to stay there and ensure it's counted?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Ensure it's counted. Unfortunately, this day and age, for them to say only very few. Now, if you have 1,000 people vote in a particular locality or polling unit, out of that 1,000, those who will remain to see that the votes are counted may not be more than 10 or 15 at most.
Okay. So,
and some of those people could include those who are members of the civil society organization, maybe election monitors and all of that. But the people who are actually voting don't have the time, strength, or energy to wait.
Right.
I mean, I think these people don't believe in the system. Let's put it that way. So they feel, let's just fulfill all righteousness.
All right.
And just see what's that good.
I mean, they don't say we don't vote, but then they'll still tell you that we don't know who win.
Right.
That's Nigeria.
They say not that we don't. They say they know who are. They know. I was in a vehicle yesterday. Somebody said, "Should be you now? They go for." we don't know. They don't know who will win already now. Why are we going to there to waste our time and our vote? They've already concluded.
Which is not true.
Exactly.
Okay.
You understand? So no matter what the situation is, you are supposed to go out there to cast your vote and do that peacefully. Now, one thing that we cannot take away from Lagos is that anytime we have these elections, it's almost violent free, right? We really record this kind of things that happens in other states in terms of violence in Lagos. What you will find, of course, you find the presence of security operatives, which I have seen driving through Lagos this morning. You've seen policemen; they are visible everywhere. So, but in terms of fomenting trouble, you really find that in Lagos. What's your assessment in the past?
In the past we had one or two incidents, but these days we don't record any of that because we always have the presence of security operatives and all of that. And then I think a lot of sensitization has been going on when it comes to the issue of ballot snatching, on some kind of unruliness or restlessness during electioneering. So I think right now that's the fact that people they've been educated, they have that information, they have knowledge of, look, if you commit the crime, you will do the time. So don't even go there. Don't even go there to misbehave. If you want to make trouble, just stay at home or wherever, make your trouble there, but don't come to the polling unit or the polling booth to foment any kind of trouble. So that has been done, and I am glad that has been done.
Which is good. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM Election Watch is the program, and of course we're still keeping tabs with what's going on with elections. Yes, Dayo is joining us right now. Temidayo Anthony.
Okay, so
good morning.
Good morning to you. All right, there's a call.
Let's take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Good morning, Victor. This is Ayodeji Soyon.
Good, Ayodeji. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Very good too. So where is your location this morning?
Okay, quick one. I'm reporting from Igodo Ikotun, LCDA.
Okay.
So I just covered Ward G, and that represents Akeson Obadore area.
Good. So what did you see?
Yeah, I visited about 5 units this morning, and up to this moment, the INEC officials are not available.
Oh, so that means that the materials from last year, not INEC, is yet to be deployed.
Right. Yes. They are still waiting for the arrival of the INEC officials.
Or last year officials, rather. So, but
the last year officials.
And in terms of people, do you see people coming out to come and see if they can vote?
Yeah, a lot of people on ground waiting to cast their votes already. A lot of people, I can see a lot of people. All the units I've visited this morning, I have a lot of them on ground waiting for the last year official to arrive.
All right, and this is 23 minutes to 9. And last year officials are yet to arrive with the materials. That's what you see on ground?
Yes.
Okay, then. All right. Maybe
I'll keep you posted. I'm leaving to Iba LCD.
All right, good. Very good. Thank you so much, Ayotunyo.
Okay, thank you very much. You're welcome.
Okay, then. So this is the second report we're getting from the centers, the polling units, and the areas where election will be taking place. And what we see this morning, late deployment of materials. That's the common denominator. So far, so good. Dayo, talk to me. As you drove to this location, how was it? Did you see people coming out to express their franchise?
Not really. One, the roads are clear and welcoming. From my own area, because it's Ogun State coming into Lagos State, there was nothing happening around my area, but getting from Berger coming all the way, I didn't really see any location as such within Omoli towards grammar school. But getting to Alausa access, because we drove round the Alausa into coming here, I saw some polling units. There was one erected at Cadbury, but there was nothing happening, nobody yet. It's just the canopy that is there.
That's there.
That for around just before Adasmall, there's another center, still canopy erected, no person. But inside of Alausa here, the polling units are up, and the INEC officials are also are also there present. Very close to Alausa Central Mosque, already they are setting up for accreditation at this time. They're very much setting up, and we can see people are already seated and waiting to be accredited before the election starts.
All right.
And to buttress what she has said,
Yes.
we're monitoring the
Live cameras.
Live
Yes.
cameras here.
And what can you say?
And
Heavy
someone,
This is as
security.
Coca-Cola right now. We have the heavy presence of security personnel. In fact, they have just apprehended somebody who was driving, and so this is just to say to people that the police have already issued a warning that there is no movement. So if you do not have that pass, or if you're not an essential worker and you're going to work, please don't be on the road because you just might lose your vehicle.
That's true. That's true. All right, then. So the common denominator we're getting so far, late deployment of election materials at the local government levels for this election. So it means that we might have a very, very slow start to the elections. But the good news we heard from Ayo Tonyo there is that people are out where he is. Unlike the report from Kayode earlier on, where we had very, very scanty turnout so far around the Ikeja corridor. What do you make of that, Dele?
Yeah, we've said before that people are ready, but the materials are not on ground. For an election that should have started 40 minutes ago, and they're just taking off, from some local government. I don't know when they want to get there to set up, to prepare, to get ready. Some people may have been waiting since 7 a.m. And then this is past 8 and they're still there waiting. No refreshment for them. They probably have to provide. You see, these are some of the things that make people, wonder if, we're taking that, if the government is taking them seriously.
Right.
If they have an election at 8 o'clock and some people have been there waiting and on queue since 7 o'clock, they have to provide their own refreshments and, something to keep them going, to keep their strength up. And then by the time they come, you take another 1 hour, they're about to set up.
Right. Anyway, in terms of refreshment, I think a lot of communities do help themselves out.
Yes,
of course.
So we might not want to give that to that's not government responsibility really. Government their own responsibility is to ensure that the elections are properly organized
and on time
in a very peaceful manner.
There won't be any need for the refreshments if they come on time.
So in terms of timeliness, it means that we are falling behind at this time, right?
Yeah.
But let's hope that things will pick up and we can get it much better. You can share your own experience with us if you've gone round. And let us know 08099120777, or perhaps in your own locality, if you have voted, you can let us know. Or perhaps if accreditation is taking place right now, and let us know. I think the modalities, even though I didn't hear from last year what the modalities are, but I guess it's just come in, they accredit and vote.
Yes.
Or is it a case of you accrediting, they accredit everybody, and after that, they can now start voting?
No, I think you go there, you accredit, and then you vote.
And you vote straight away.
It's easier. It's
easier now.
Simpler, yes.
Okay, so I hope that's the case. You can share your thoughts with us. Let's know what the experience has been and what you've been experiencing in your own locality. Let us know that as well.
Okay.
All right.
So looks like a call trying to come in. Okay, let's take this one.
Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
This is Adiola Kindele calling live from Lagos Island.
Good. So
Adeniji Adele, precisely.
very good.
Yes, when Mr. Governor, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is expected to vote this morning.
Okay.
And that's at St. Stephen's, polling unit 006 at Adeniji Adele. So Mr. Governor is not around yet, but I just want to give you, the initial report as to how this place is.
So talk to us. What's it looking like? So far, so good.
Okay, I can confirm to you that voting has started. At this polling unit, we actually have two here. We have 006 and polling unit 007. But Mr. Governor is going to vote at 006. And accreditation has started and also voting. And, I can see people around here exercising their duties.
So let me ask you, Diola, just 1 second. In terms of the turnout from where you are, how would you describe it?
Well, it's still very
scanty.
slow. Yes, but people are coming in gradually, to do that. Unlike other places that we've seen this morning, that there are not even, voters around, even materials But here at Adeni Jetide Road, St. Stephen, and the surroundings, accreditation and voting has started, and the officials are expecting more people to come out. But I can tell you that this is not exactly like it used to be in the past, especially for the past elections.
Right.
With but we hope that people will come out to because
right.
this one is very close to the grassroots.
That's very true.
It's very important.
That's very true.
Very,
all right.
very important.
All right. We will connect with you as things unfold. Just keep us posted.
Okay, I will.
All right, then. Dela Akindele is Deputy Director of News and Current Affairs, and of course, she's stationed at that polling unit where Mr. Governor will be casting his vote. We'll be connecting with her very much later to let you in on what's happening. We'll also be touching base with some other locations as well. We'll be letting you in across the 5 divisions of Lagos this morning so that you have a feel of what the elections are looking like. We've gotten feeds from Ikeja, we've gotten feeds from Igodo. Of course, we've gotten feeds from Lagos as well. Let's find out some other locations too. And let's connect with some of our resource persons as well. All right, the Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We're being joined by a legal practitioner and someone I referred to, a man who is very, very interested in the development of Nigeria. Libras Ochoma is a legal practitioner of several years standing, and he's connecting with us this morning. Libras, good morning. Hello, Libras Ochoma, are you there? Hello?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear, even though the line's a bit faint, but it's getting better now. Yes, we can hear you now. Okay, good. So, where you are?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Me now?
I can hear you very well. And I have Mike James and Dele Agadumo in the building as well. So we say good morning to you jointly.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear that.
I said I have Mike James and Dele Agadumo with me in the studio. So we're jointly saying good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sir.
Oh, good morning, Dele, and good morning, Victor.
Mike, all right then. So
good morning to our listeners.
Great. So let's talk about the essence of the local government elections. Even though it appears to be played down a whole lot of times in Nigeria, but quickly talk to our listeners. How crucial are the local government elections?
Yeah, first and foremost, let me start from the other side. Then I can now talk about the crucial nature of the election. We Nigerians downplay local government elections because of the way our constitution is couched. If you look at the entire gamut of the constitution, when you look at the federal government copiously, there are provisions made for the federal government, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. And then also there are copious provisions for the state government, executive, legislature, and the judiciary, appointment of board and parastatals at the federal level and at the state level. But if you look at that of the local government, the government that is supposed to be more important, Section 7 just provided that a democratically elected government at the local government level is hereby guaranteed, and now make them subservient to the state government to be created and legislated for by the State House of Assembly.
Okay.
And to this extent, the State House of Assembly shall make laws, for the administration and control of the local government.
Okay.
And so, with that singular mistake, or let me call it something that was supposed to be ingenious, because that's ordinarily local government are supposed to be an entity of their own, just like the state. Our states now decided, with the advent of democracy, pocketed local government, and they became like salary-paying agencies, became an appendage.
Okay, just a second. Just hold on 1 second. Libros, just hold on 1 second. We have an update. Hello there.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Who are we speaking with?
Mr. Victor, my name is Adeswa Ajoyoka.
Okay, Adeswa, it's nice to have you. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Okay.
Right now.
Right.
Yes. Well, we've been at the secretariat since 6 a.m. because material started arriving at the secretariat at 6 a.m.
Oh, good.
So, yes, the LASEC officials, in conjunction with National Union of Road
Transport workers.
Yes, they've been in charge of distributing voting materials around. Other units are just setting up.
Okay.
The secretariat are in full motion.
Okay. So what you can see now, do you have people turning out? Are they coming out to come and vote?
The secretariat is very busy, but other polling units are just setting up. So there are some people, their activities, law enforcement agency and all that, but the activities are not taking, voting has not taken off completely because they are just setting up their units in various polls.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. We're expecting more updates from you at this one.
All right.
Okay then. So Ikorodu is still the same story, right? Like what you're saying right now, we have the materials being deployed, but in terms of voting taking place effectively, not yet. Exactly. Taking place. All right. Please turn down the volume of that radio the moment you get through. But let's get back to Libros before we take the next set of calls. So Libros, you're saying local governments have been reduced to just salary paying appendages.
Agencies.
Okay.
And so with that status of the local government, if you even look at the functions of local government in the constitution, collecting market rates, licensing of bicycles, and all of those. Who still license bicycles today? Registration of cemeteries and then signages. Even some of these functions have been taken over by the states. So all they just do is, and then they now begin to list roads, arterial roads, and in most of these cases, you now find states setting up joint local government joint accounts to manage, funds, and these funds are handed over to them. And with that kind of mindset, people became disinterested in a government that is ordinarily supposed to be their everyday government, the go-to government.
All right.
And until we change that, people will not be that interested. And ordinarily, let me now go to the importance of this local government.
Yes.
You see, you are not a human being. You are not a human being except the government says you are. That is why they say birth registration.
Okay.
And it is the job of the local government. That's why even when you are going to do birth registration, you go to the MPC office, Nigerian Population Commission office at the local government. And that is why anything you want to do, they tell you go and do birth registration. You are not even educated, except government says you are educated. That's why they say government will recognize the university.
Okay, just a second. Let's take another update that is coming in. Okay, I guess we lost that. Sadiq Yusuf, please call back and then we can have the update from your end.
Hello.
Okay, we have this one. Hello there.
Hello, good morning. This is Sadiq Yusuf.
Yes, go ahead.
Are you with me?
Yes, we're with you.
Yes, this is Sadiq Yusuf, and I'll be supplying you with information on the electoral matters around Agigi, Ojokoro, and some part of Ikeja.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Victor, you agree with me that it is clear that election is actually the bedrock of democracy, because I can see Lagosians here are waiting for electoral material to be distributed so that they can cast their vote and choose their leader for the next couple of years.
Okay.
So starting from Ojokoro Rack Center, around 7:50 a.m. today, from the Rack Center, they already started the distribution of both sensitive and non-sensitive materials to different locations, although it may not have gotten to their specific polling unit, but they started the distribution. But in Agege, opposition is the case because they are still struggling to gather both LASEC officers and NURT members, they are still struggling together in getting their materials so that they can move it to different locations.
Okay.
But no materials has been shared in Agege as at this moment.
Okay.
Likewise, some parts of Ikeja is also
Expressing the same.
waiting out. Yes, they are still waiting for LASEC officials so that they can commence voting.
Okay,
but
then.
the security architecture is very much in place. I could see men in uniform from different corners trying to ensure that there is safety and no chaos erupted. So
all right, then.
Information from them.
Thank you so much, Sadiq Yusuf. We'll be expecting more updates. All right, then. So the story is the same in Agege, Ojokoro. It says deployment of materials very, very slow. Is taking off gradually. And so commencement of accreditation and voting is also being delayed within those localities. Well, that's the common denominator so far. But Libros is still educating us this morning on what local governments should be and what it's supposed to be. But Libros, let me just bring this to you. The very first elections, local government elections, was held in December 1976. Okay, so by next year it will be 50 years. And from what you are saying now, it appears we are far away from attaining what the real essence of local government should be. Is that the case?
Yes, that's the case. That is why I am saying now that people should understand that there are a lot of things that you can't do if government says you can't do them. So, but yet, the people who would man those places, those important places, those people who will determine whether you are a human being, you leave them for the, those you call they never do well. I listened to a video of a local government chairman speaking at an event in Edo State, a local government chairman from Edo State. And I asked myself, is this the level we have degenerated to the extent that we allow people who we feel are not even good enough to manage our gates to become local government chairman? And is that because we feel it is not important and important aspect
and
of
is that not the issue of voter apathy?
And that's why we all need.
That
is why, yes, I gave you the reason why there is voter apathy.
Right.
And that's why I'm telling you now that this election, the turnout for this election should have been more than the turnout for presidential election. But unfortunately, if for example, there is no road, there is no water flowing in your local government, it is the responsibility of the local government ordinarily. But we call on the president because the constitution is structured in that way for the center to do everything. Victor, to round up on this, let me quickly say this. I attended a seminar recently at a hotel. It was supposed to be a collaborative effort between the Nigerian Port Authority, the airport, Federal Airport Authority, and then the Miami-Dade County.
Okay.
County is a local government in America.
In America, that's right.
And when they were coming, that was when I discovered that the Miami airport was managed by the Miami County, by the local government, not the state. The airports, the seaports, Miami Port, is managed by the county. So when they came with their board of county commissioners for the collaborative meetings, and who do we have representing Nigeria? You have minister, you have senators, you have the MDs, committee chair, on the MDs, and they are coming to interface with local government people from another country. In this seat, our state is not even in the mix.
Right.
Not to talk of local government. Because in those areas, they understand the importance of local government. The local government is what usually we plan the budget for the area. The local government is the government that understands the road network. They understand the lights. They understand the need of the people. They interact with the people. They live among the community. But here, that is not so. That is why there is that apathy. But governments need to change that structure so that it can be from the down to the top.
Okay, then just so
that people also will participate, and more we participate in this.
All right, let's take this update.
Be able to have a voice.
Let's take this update. Hello there. Good morning. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. This is Adira Olaya calling from Lagos Island.
All right, Adira Olaya. Where in Lagos Island are you right now?
I'm presently on Sapa Street.
Okay, and what does it look like?
I followed through some streets this morning.
All right.
And so far, I learned that voting commenced as early as 8 o'clock at the polling unit where I am currently. That's polling unit 018.
Okay.
So, and
in terms of the turnout, what can you see there?
I can't say it is low, but it is moderate because people are coming out to exercise their franchise. From the view of the ballot process, I can see that people have already dropped the voting paper. They have done their rights and they have dropped, and then they've gone.
Okay.
And on ground, we have security officials. We have the presiding officers and other electoral officers here.
Okay.
We have even party agents. They are here, making sure that everything goes on smoothly. And generally on the highland this morning, I observed that everywhere is calm. And there is no delay whatsoever because by the time I came out this morning, I discovered that all the places are already set and people are there to do the needful.
Okay, so let me just find out from you. So, Derayo, can you see people on the queue? Are people queuing up?
There is no queue yet since they commenced as early as 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So people just come here, they do the right thing,
and they leave.
And some people, of course, hang around
to
observe what is ongoing here.
All right. Okay, then. Thank you so much. We'll be expecting more updates from other polling units. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Victor.
All right, then. So, Derayo there. So, the common denominator that Mike James and Dele, it appears we're having a divide. So, in the mainland, the materials are yet to arrive to some of those areas where elections should be taking place. And on the island, it appears materials have been deployed early and voting has taken place. What's your assessment?
I really don't know what to say to that. We've always seen this happening where we have late deployment of materials, and sometimes, we've already talked about it, that I think this thing should be taken more seriously. The barrister already said something that voter apathy, people just feel, constituents just feel that their councillors, they don't have access to them. So why should they even take this thing seriously? Will their vote count? Will their voices be heard? So they feel, okay, since you won't hear my voice or my vote cannot count, so why am I going there to stress myself?
All right, Liberals, let's round this off right now so that we can join some others. So is there a written script that in every state where the majority party is ruling, they must always win? Is there a written script?
Yes, from what is happening, it is obvious that what we have at the local government level also that is pushing people away from participating is selection and not election. First and foremost, look at the way the candidates are selected. Even though the attempt at democratic process, we saw even in-house how a lot of candidates, aspirants, protested that it was just a selection process and not an election. And then at the polls, we conduct state government election. We see how the process of collating results and then eventually announcements are made. But in some cases for local government election, you hear that election is conducted by evening. Before elections will be concluded by 3, by 6 o'clock, they are already announcing, and the very next day morning, they are swearing in local government. The very next day morning, they are swearing in local government chairman.
Right.
So that also casts a doubt in the process, the transparency of the process.
All right, so I need a very short
this process.
Yes. So I need a very short response from you now with this question, which is going to be the last question, Liberals, because our lines are buzzing forever. So the question is, do you think independent state electoral commissions shouldn't be handling this kind of elections? Maybe do you think INEC should be handling the local government elections?
Whether INEC handles it, you'll be donating the powers to a federal government to manipulate. The same way state governments are manipulating it. Either of them is not totally completely insulated from manipulation. We complain about INEC at the center also. What I think we should do as a people is to own the process. When we come out en masse to participate in the process, it becomes very difficult for a few to manipulate, because elections are not a 100-meter dash, they're a marathon. So it's a pushback. It should be a pushback. You push me, I push you. If you allow them to consistently have their way, they are going to ensure, whether you give it to INEC, if you give it to INEC, it will take APC that is ruling at the center, they will manipulate to make sure APC wins every local government in Nigeria. Just the same way the state will manipulate for their party. But the people can own the process, and we all have different political ideologies, different political understanding. If the people own the process, certainly we're going to see a change, and then we can have people who truly will do the bidding of these people that send them in. But the situation where we'll allow a few that can be manipulated by the state, irrespective of who you bring, you're also going to have the same result. We'll just be shifting the problem, like we say, problem change uniform.
All right. Okay then. So Liberals Ochoma, it's a great deal to have you join us this morning. Thank you so much for linking up with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you to my colleagues in the studio.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a short break right now, take one or two messages. Of course, we have our reporters across the whole state, and they'll be sending in swingers. We heard from Ikorodu this morning. Deployment of materials very early, but of course voting commencing very late. We have from Ikeja, deployment of materials pretty late. We have from Agege, deployment of materials not taking off as it should. Same for Ujokoro. And we've also heard from Lagos Island. Of course, Lagos Island, deployment of materials pretty early, and voting has commenced as well. A brief break. When we return, we have some more updates from different locations in Lagos.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue, huh?
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, it's a full house. Like I said, Dayo in the building, Dele in the building, and of course Mike James as well.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take this call. Hello there.
Hello, yeah. Good morning, Victor. This is Ayode Jitoyan again.
Okay, Ayode Jigu. Go ahead. Where are you right now?
Yes, I want to confirm to you, still under Ward G, covering Akeson or Badore, that is Igondo, Kotun area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to confirm to you, up to this moment, the LASEC official are yet to arrive, and people are waiting for accreditation.
Okay, so is it the same story?
Yeah. The same story, sir.
All right, and are people coming out, Ayo?
Yeah, people are here already. A lot of people, I can see a lot of people around, waiting for the LASEC officials.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that update as well. We'll get more feeds from you. So the common denominator is late arrival of material. Is that to say that they didn't have very good arrangement with NURTW for the transportation of these materials?
Well, it's possible that NURTW, maybe I'm not holding brief for them. The materials have to come from somewhere to get to the local government before NURTW can actually pick them up for distribution. So there has to be some kind of logistic logjam somewhere in the midst of all of that that's causing this delay in the distribution of materials to the polling units.
That has always been a problem, Tayo, in the past, even with our elections. We've seen that logistics call. Hello there. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Sadiq.
This is Sadiq calling from Ojo.
Okay.
Ojo, is that where you are right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm opportunity to be at Ojo local government.
Okay, so talk to us. Well, where precisely in Ojo, and which polling unit is that?
I'm at the Ojo local government precisely. People that are just disposing the people that are going for the election.
Okay, so the materials, have they arrived?
Yeah, no, that's where they are sharing the election, voting fees, what they are using to vote.
Okay.
So now people are just going to their ward, to their locations.
Okay.
Okay, so it's taken off from Ojo local government.
Yes, people are just going to the polling units.
Okay.
Where the election is going to come in.
Okay.
All right, then thank you so much, Sadiq.
All right, sir.
All right, Sunday Sadiq Ajayi, double SA. All right, so from Ojo local government, he says deployment of materials also taken out pretty late. This is 9:10, and we're just seeing a situation where deployment is just taken up. So I was just asking Dayo, that has been a common denominator with our elections in Nigeria from as far back as 2011.
And you're wondering, okay, so what exactly is the issue that it cannot be resolved, that we need to have a repetition every time there is an election? And taking into the note that we have the same time frame, it's supposed to start for 8 till 3 p.m. Once it's 3 p.m., would they say, okay, voting is, we're done with voting, or there will be an extension to the voting time because of this delays taking place? So what exactly is the issue? We all know there is going to be an election today. There has been preparations going on, and it's the day of elections, and we're hearing and seeing different stories.
Which is quite unfortunate, Mike. Let's get to that. So it means that after every exercise, it appears we all go to bed.
Yes.
We forget what has really happened. We really take reviews. We really do some kind of post-mortem to see where we've gone wrong and all of that. Is that the case?
Well, just like I mentioned the other time, those going out to vote go with the mindset that, well, we already have a winner, so let me just do what I have to do.
No, we're talking about the organization now. Let's forget about the voters. Let's talk about those that are organizing. So if you have a situation where transporting materials are being delayed, there must be a reason.
Well, logistics lockdown, like Dilly mentioned, issues of logistics. Let's put it that way.
Yes, so logistics lockdown, that's what I'm saying. So it has been a recurring decimal for all our elections.
Yes.
So why is that so? Is it to say we do not do any reviews or any post-mortems after the elections?
Well,
we don't.
Obviously.
To be very honest.
We don't.
Quite unfortunate.
Obviously, because we have the elections, do the collation, do the vote counting, declare the winners, then
everybody forgets.
Exactly.
Which is quite unfortunate.
So there's no post-mortem. There is no, let's not follow up. Let's have a meeting and say, okay, what are our weaknesses? What are our strengths? Let's do a SWOT analysis of all the things that we have done, how the efforts that we're putting, where are the lapses? How can we block those lapses for the next election? There is nothing like that.
It's quite obvious. Quite obvious.
No plan for improvement.
If they say, oh, we did this, we did that, we're seeing the end result, and it's still the same thing over and over taking place.
All right,
materials deploying to the mainland delayed while election has already started on the island. Why is there disparity, or what are the issues concerning logistics and why we're having this?
Quite unfortunate, really. All right, then. So we still want to hear from you anywhere you are located. We've heard from Ikorodu this morning. We're here to hear from Yaba and of course Apapa, as well as even as far as Badagry. We've heard from Ojo, where Sunday says deployment of materials is just being assigned to the various people that will be taking this to the polling units. It's just been assigned right now. So,
but the case is different on the island.
That's it.
Voting has commenced.
It has commenced. I mean, from the 2 reports we've gotten from the island, voting has commenced there.
It looks like they're more serious than we are here.
Can that be the case?
Nah, I don't think so.
That's not the case.
Maybe, well, not that they're more serious. Maybe they're more active.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Possible.
Or
All right.
proactive. Yeah.
All right. 09153877127. 08099120777. Those are the numbers that you can connect with us this morning as we continue this election watch. July 12th is a date, and of course, it's the local government elections. We say it's the closest to the people, but it appears people are far away.
Very, very far. Very, very far. The margin is so wide. Like Mike said, maybe it's the mindset of the people because of what they've seen over time. We'll get there, we'll vote, and they already know the winner. So why am I stressing myself?
Okay, let's take this call. Hello there.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, we lost.
All right, we lost that call. All right, that sounds like a call from Oshodi. Let's see if we'll be able to reconnect to find out what the Oshodi electoral process is looking like this morning. Hello there, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Zainab Adebeshi.
All right, Zainab, talk to us.
So I'm reporting live from Oshodi Solo local government.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so as I speak now, many polling units across Oshodi Solo are yet to receive officials from LASEC, causing anxiety among early voters. Voters turned out as early as 8 a.m. this morning to express their concerns with no signs of electoral materials or officials in sight.
Okay.
So some areas in Oshodi, some voters stood in group discussing the delays. They were not happy about the situation. But aside that, security operatives have been seen across different polling units in order to maintain law and order. So, and they've been urging voters to remain calm. So,
okay.
As the day progresses, I will keep you updated.
All right.
And so,
all right.
Hello?
We'll be expecting more updates from you.
I will keep you posted to monitor voters turnout, the collation process, and any other development in Oshodi Solo local government.
Okay then, thank you so much, Zainab, for that update. I did say we're expecting that call from Oshodi, and it has come. Zainab, she's also expressing the same thing, right? That we've talked about some other local governments as well.
Well, that has become a common denominator.
Yes, that is it.
Like it.
That is it. This morning, pretty slow. From our live cameras.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello there. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. This is Peter Side reporting from Alausa.
All right, Peter Side, talk to us. What's happening where you are?
Okay, right now I'm at Jogomi Street. That's off Makinde Street, and the officials are on seat, and accreditation is going on, but everything is peaceful.
It's peaceful.
That's the first polling unit I visited.
And can you ascertain if people have voted there? Have people voted?
No, they're still accredited.
They've not started voting.
Okay.
They've not started voting.
But accreditation is taking place.
Yes, it's taking place right now.
Okay, in terms of the turnout, Peter Side, do we have people coming out to vote?
People are coming out. People are actually outside.
Okay.
People are on the queue for accreditation. So people turned up for the election.
Which is good. So, like, how many people can you see on the queue now? Are they up to 10? Are they up to 20?
They are over 10, not up to 20. That's at the first polling unit. We have like 3 polling units here. The second polling unit is at number 1, our court. And people, although the crowd there is not much, we have like 7 people there. And the third one at the entrance of Jogomi, people turned out. We have a large crowd there too.
Oh,
people
good.
turned out for the election. People are out.
Okay then. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Peter Side is also giving us some updates from Alausa here in Ikeja, and her reports seem to be positive a bit, right?
Yeah, that was the area.
To the seat of the government.
And that was the area I also went through. That I told you the accreditation
was already
taking place.
Okay, all right, that sounds pretty good. All right, let's see if we can.
Another resource person.
Yes. So joining us right now is the chairman of the Committee for the Protection of Human Rights, and I'm talking about Nelson Ekujumi. Is he there, Nelson?
No, he's not.
All right. We'll try and see how we can re-establish contact. But in the meantime, the common denominator we find in this morning, most of the areas we're covering, or our reporters have been on the field, we are seeing voter apathy, and of course, not voter apathy actually, but distribution of materials pretty late. And so it's really coming up behind schedule, so to say. This is 9:19, right?
Yes.
19 minutes past 9.
Yes.
And we're still having it pretty slow in those locations. Materials are being deployed pretty late indeed. All right. Do you have the call on the line, right? Let's see.
Oh, yes.
All right.
We're trying to put him on.
Okay, let's see if we can connect with Nelson Ekujumi. Nelson, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Great. Nelson.
Happy election day.
Yes, same to you as well. I have in the studios with me, I have Mike James, I have Dele Agadumo, and of course, Dayo Anthony. But talk to us. What do you make? Have you gone out so far? Have you seen anything from your observation?
Yes, I went out this morning at 8 a.m. and I saw, majorly in some of the polling units I visited, I saw party agents there, I saw security operatives, I saw policemen and civil defense. Then I went to the local government, that is the RAC, and the distribution of materials was still ongoing. But from reports I got from Usofe and Ikeja now, from some of our colleagues that are down there, they said the LATEC officials are already. Yes, but in some other local governments, it's like they are just arriving, which is they are a bit sick. But we hope that they will make up for the lost time by giving maybe an extension, or depending on the turnout, that's what will determine when it's here. But so far, the streets have been started and the word of the vehicular traffic.
Right.
Even the shops on the road are long, except shops on the inner street when people are doing about their local business.
Right.
But by and large, every the weather is clement. We expect that the parties would have done a lot of mobilization of their members and other, won't be voters. So we expect that the voters are coming out later in the day.
All right. So Nelson, one of the things that we've discovered so far is that the deployment of materials is very slow across town. Most of the areas that our reporters are calling in to give updates, we've seen that it is pretty slow. Some localities, they've not even seen the arrival of the LASIEC officials. And this is a common denominator in most of the elections that we organize. Logistics is a major problem. So why is this a recurring decimal, Nelson, from your observation?
Well, why it is becoming a recurring decimal is that maybe we need to put logistics professionals in charge of logistics with regards to our elections. Because like you have already said, the deployment of materials is taking longer than necessary. And that has been the abatus of most elections in Nigeria, even including this one. And seeing it will occur again in this one, because you saw that in most of the local governments, the LATEC officers were already on ground since yesterday. So you expected the deployment to have started early, like we saw in the last gubernatorial election in Edo and Ondo, whereby in Ondo, if you remember, I'm not sure I was on the station, by 7 a.m., NF was already at the polling stations, while some of us were just taking our bath. And we just speak to the window and we saw them setting up their materials and their equipment. And we were like, what? I met at polling station at 7 a.m. We didn't believe it.
Wow.
That was the story for the election. So we hope we can take some corrections from those times that we have done well and keep up with that momentum. But like the rightly said, the issue of logistics has become a recurring decimal, and I want to believe if we have logistics experts in charge, if we employ their services, no matter the cost, maybe we improve than what we are doing now.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about voter apathy, because that's the recurring decimal with local government elections. In the last elections, we had barely 678,000 people coming out to express their franchise for 6 million registered voters in Lagos. I mean, that's abysmally low, about 10%. What are your expectations for these particular elections, Nelson?
Well, I just hope that with the campaigns, with the publicity that has gone around the elections, with the candidates and their parties, I just hope we'll be able to have such amount of turnout. But ordinarily, if you look at if you feel the atmosphere with regards to the electorate, I must tell you for free, a lot of our people, they don't know the essence of why we are voting. People feel if they go to vote that they are doing the party or the candidate a favor. Meanwhile, we should realize that whatever we do at the polls on election day is the determinant of our life for the next 4 years. But I think we still need to up the ante with regards to civic education. I must tell you for free, because of my engagement as a public scientist, as somebody who is involved in election and other matters, the majority of our people don't know the essence of why we vote. That's the reason why you see on election day, parties still employ canvassers to go and tell people to leave their home to come and cast their vote. But those of us who know the essence of why we are voting, we continue to go out there even when we are not being mobilized by anybody.
All right.
We see it as part of our society responsibility.
Okay.
So the issue of voters' education is still very, very critical.
All right, so my colleagues here, Dayo, she's been talking about something about people know. Dayo, I needed to ask Nelson that question. People knowing the results before they even vote. Talk to her.
Yeah. So what's your take on the fact that people believe that their votes don't count because they believe there has been a winner already, even before the election? How do we change the perspective? How do we make it really, really true that the votes really count?
Well, the only way we can change that wrong notion is for us to continuously educate the people. And majorly, when we have an informed and educated electorate, people will not run with that misinformation, because I will tell you for free, anybody telling you they know the result of the election before voting it's telling you pure lies. It's nothing but lies and falsehood. If people know the result of the election, why are we complaining? Why are we raising the rooftop over vote buying? Because the parties will not be buying including voters if they know they already have cooked up the result. So it's a black news that we are continuing to be faced with. And that is why, for some of us, if it warrants making a law in that regard, maybe we need to do it. When parties lose the election, instead of accepting that they lost and go and do the needful, if they don't blame the umpire, the next thing they'll blame the judiciary, all eyes on the judiciary. Judiciary exists to interpret the law. Judiciary does not make any laws except with their judgment. So if you go to court and you are just crying, the court will ask you, where's your evidence? You can't just say, I lost an election, I've been robbed, and you can't provide proof to substantiate how you were robbed. What were you holding that was taken away from? It's like somebody who stands at the bus stop and say, I was robbed, and you get here and say, what were you robbed of? And he continues crying. Will you listen to such person? You look at the person that is not serious.
All right. Okay then. All right.
It's a black case. It's a black case.
All right. So Nelson, we'll connect with you very much later to have some further updates as well on other locations where you are monitoring.
Thank you very much.
All right then. Nelson Ekujibi is the chairman of the Committee for the Protection of People's Mandate and, of course, human rights as well. All right.
Okay, maybe we should go on the break.
All right.
We'll take a few messages.
And then we'll be back.
Dr. Abimbola Mabogunje. I'm the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Health District 6. I'm also the chairman of the TB Steering Committee, which is headed by the wife of the Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. Tuberculosis is real. It is with us. It can affect anybody despite their socioeconomic class. And we're here to tell you that the diagnosis, the treatment, and the management of tuberculosis is free of charge in Lagos State. You can go to any of our public facilities and you'll get the necessary help that is needed.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, Wait, how do you guys find this money? It's not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest. And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue, huh?
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Please listen to this announcement. This is to announce the Nigerian Railway Corporation Lagos District will be carrying out major track maintenance at the Gomu level crossing beginning from 6 p.m. Nigerian time of Saturday, 12th July 2025 till 5 a.m. Nigerian time Monday, 14th July 2025. Now, as a result of this, the road linking Igomo by Nigerian Breweries PLC with the National Theatre will be closed to traffic during the aforementioned working period. Now, all motorists are hereby advised to take alternative routes to their destination.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM Election Watch. And this is for the local governments taking place today, local government elections. We have a call, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have.
Let's see if we can plug that in. Hello there, good morning. Hello? Hello, can you hear us? Okay, it appears we're having a technical hitch there. All right. So, the common denominator, like we said, late deployment of materials from last year, and that is really affecting the process. Hello there.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Babatunde Akiemi. I just want to file an initial report from observation, actually.
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we actually left from Igodo, Ikotu. All through those areas, there were slow starts to accreditation. In fact, most of Igodo, Ikotu, Egbeda area, there were no official yet, and the materials have not gotten to most of the centers.
Okay.
If not any of the centers we passed through.
All right.
But it's a different ball game at Ajinomi fellow local government. All around Odojo Road, Kirikiri Road, most of the police stations there have even started voting. So it's a different ball game from what we saw around in Otu, Igodo, there and stuff like that.
So
presently I'm at the Ajinomi fellow collation centers, and it's a eve of activity.
Oh, good.
People are moving out with officials, and I think, most of where we visited the local government, they have started cooking already.
So distribution of materials is still ongoing within those localities. I said distribution of materials is ongoing there, right?
Yeah. It's ongoing. It's a quiet street and it's looking like a low turnout. But from this local government, I can tell you that there's a lot of turnout. And there are going to be a lot of turnout because of what I saw.
Okay, all right.
They are picking up on the right.
We'll be expecting more updates from you. Thank you so much,
No problem. I'll be going to Apapa too and some other areas to let you know what's happening.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Okay, so from the...
We're getting some feeds from some of our interns out there.
Okay.
We have...
a call?
Yes, we have a call.
Let's take this call. Hello there.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, Akan Hussein calling from Oshin Street, somewhere just close to the ShopRite area.
Okay, that's Alausa, right?
Yes, thereabouts.
So talk to me. Are people turning up for the elections?
Okay, so from what I have observed, so on Oshin is a very big street, a very long street, so to say, and we have about 3 polling units, and there is a general, I've observed a general voter apathy.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of people at those polling units. The polling officials can be seen, there doing their thing. Accreditation has started for like 2 of the units, but for the 3rd one, I see that the officials just arrived and they're just setting up, so to say.
Okay.
But generally, not a lot of people, coming out to, exercise their franchise. I just see that they're just sprinkling.
But you can confirm, but you can confirm that the materials have already been deployed, right?
Yes. From what I see, yes. The materials, for the process, I can see that they have it with them. I can see, they're dressed in these are the officials dressed in their uniforms and all that, and then everything is set up ready for the voting process. But talking about the apathy, we don't have a lot of people coming out here to exercise their franchise.
Okay then. All right. It's nice connecting with you. We'll be having more feeds very much later. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right. So voter apathy still in some of the polling units. And then we still have late deployment of materials across some others. All right, then. Those of you around Kushofe, you can also talk to us. Around Mile 12, what's the situation looking like there in terms of the election process proper? Has it really kicked off? You can let us know as well. Yeah, Dile, you will talk about some reactions?
Yes, some of our interns who are also helping to monitor in their locality are also corroborating the updates that we've received so far in some of the locations. We have Ojo, or also they are deploying materials right now, and delay in registering materials arriving at the polling units, and the fact that a lot of the voting has not commenced in most of the areas as well.
Okay.
And this is 9:36.
All right. So, quite unfortunate. All right, then, those of you around the Badagry corridor as well, you can let us know what it is looking like in terms of the election process. Let's see. We have a call?
Oh, yes, we have a call.
Let's take that one. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, Victor. Good morning. This is Friday.
Okay, this one. Talk to me. Has things changed?
Hello?
I'm asking.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Has things changed?
Yes, now voting has started in school. Accreditation and voting are all taking place. So, voting has started in some areas. In polling unit 001.
Okay.
Polling unit 002.
Right.
At polling 005 and polling unit 001. So voting is taking place in areas like the Town Council, Central Town Council, Central Town Hall, Home Economic Center. So so far everything is peaceful, and voting is going on. So the ballot boxes came in different colors. We have the transparent one.
All right.
We have the transparent lines with green. We have the transparent lines in red. So far.
That must be one for the chairmanship and perhaps the other one for the councillor.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So in terms of the turnout, do we have many people that have come out to vote?
So far, the low point, the crowd is not much. In police center 001, we have just 10 people. In police center 004, we have like 18 people. So they are just coming out to,
in trickles.
In queue. Yes.
Okay. All right then. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Adeswa Ejeyoka from Ikorodu also giving us an update. Things are gradually changing, even though they had early deployment of the materials, but voting very, very slow. Hello there, good morning.
Good morning, this is Adeshina.
Okay, Shino, where are you calling from? Adeshina Adeoshun, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm from Mapariga LCDA.
Good. So talk to me, what have you noticed? So far, so good.
Okay, from Milaje. Milaje is one of the hub as far as election is concerned. That LCD is concerned because we have about almost 10 polling units around that area.
Okay.
The material arrived safely, and accreditation is going on. The accreditation is going on simultaneously with the voting. So immediately you are accredited, you are given the ballot paper to vote immediately.
Good.
So voting has already started at Ilaje.
Oh, good.
So moving from Ilaje to Ladylak.
Yes.
Ladylak at the polling station over there as well. Everything is peaceful. For the fact that we know that Bariga is a little bit volatile, so as far as the election is concerned today, it's peaceful. We have enough security on ground, and people are moving from one place to the other peacefully and voting. So that Ladylak, things are normal as well. So though we are still we are expecting a lot of voters to come out and vote, there's still a little bit of low turnout as far as we are concerned.
Okay, so from those locations that you monitored, Shino, the turnout, do you see, how many people do you see on the line?
What did you say?
I said from the locations that you have monitored so far, how many people do you see coming out to vote? Are there many?
There are not many. So when I inquired, one of the voters said that they did not even know that the INEC officials, the LASEC officer will come as early as possible. So I think that we have to give credit to them for that. So people are coming out gradually, one by one. They are coming out to vote. So the party agents are already there, conversing people to come out and vote as well. So moving from that side to Famous. Oh, okay. Let me give you the report from Maruf Din. That's another polling hub. We have about 10
polling units.
Polling units. Yes, at that side, Maruf Din Primary School. So people are already there, maybe because of the fact that we have a lot of polling units around area.
Okay.
The LASEC officials are around, and they are voting as well. At Ward A, that is Olorun Kemi. They are there, and everything is going on peacefully. Kusa, the same thing applies to that. Famous, another polling unit at Famous. Yeah, so a lot of, as far as we are concerned, the most important thing is the LASEC officials are on ground.
Oh, good.
So it remains for the voters to come out and vote, and with the presence of security and the calmness of the weather, the calmness of the environment, things are going on peacefully.
All right.
So as far as all those places are touched.
Okay,
so I'm
then.
moving now to Pambrook side in order to observe more.
Okay then. All right. Shino Adeoshun, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. So I think his own area, from what he said, deployment of materials have already been done. Is now for the issue of voter party, right? So different. What did he say now?
Different strokes for different folks.
So that's what's happening. Bariga, we have deployment of materials, yet voters are not really coming out. They're just trickling in or perhaps strolling in to come and exercise their franchise, and then they leave. All right, let's take this one. Hello there. Yeah, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Victor.
Yes, good morning. Raphael?
Yeah, this is Raphael Jeromeo.
All right, talk to me. Where are you located right now?
Yeah, I'm just moving around different area. I'm starting from Oregon to connect to Lucense, connecting Maryland, Onigombo, down to Palm Grove, Fadeye. I can confirm to you that some are still setting up, while others already set up their material, expecting the turnout. And I covered about 28 to 30 voting units, but all these, some of them are still in the process of setting it up, while others already set up. But one at Nigongo, that is what 003A was A at Maryland. I can see that they have already started. I see somebody that already done his aggregation. So I'm still moving around to make sure that I also give more reports. But as for now, I can also confirm to you the peacefulness of the environment. Everywhere I see calm and cool, and security are very still tight as well. And as movement also restricted, the road is very calm. I can see that they are observing the government order. There's no issue to be worried about at this moment. But I will still get back to you for more information concerning the situation today.
Okay then. All right. Thank you so much, Raphael. All right. So in some areas it says voting has commenced, and in some others it's still pretty slow. Okay then. All right. 08099120777 and 09153877127.
So we also have a message here on the WhatsApp platform. Oluwaluko says, "Good morning, Lagos Traffic Radio. It's fine monitoring the LG elections with you. I will give you updates from Ijushaga access very soon.
Good.
Why there's voter apathy.
Okay.
As it was in the beginning, what can be done? Let's raise committed volunteers, not political loyalists. Expect my reports from this end very soon."
All right, Oluwaluko, one of our very, very committed ardent listeners. All right, then we expect your update from Ijushaga, he says, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. So we're expecting that. But thank you so much. It's a very big source of concern when we talk about voter apathy. And it says, let's ensure community volunteers. He's a community volunteer advocate. So maybe if we get community volunteers that are deployed for education, for enlightenment and all of that, maybe we can achieve better results.
Maybe, because I think voters also need to be educated, like you said, to know that this is really important to us. Well, maybe some know, but they just don't care, or some don't even know that this is our own. The governorship, they are up there, the presidency is up there, but local government is the one closest, the one we can relate to. But another thing, because I'm going to talk from both ends, another thing to say is also, I think for my Ojudu end, I'm not sure I know my local government councillor. I don't. I know the chairman, but I'm not sure I've met or heard about the local government councillor.
All right.
So it's more like we need an interaction from them, one way or the other. Let people know and feel your presence, that you're there, so that when it comes to this election or re-election, we can actually come out and say, this is our own people. Oh, I've seen her at some point. She coordinated this. She was here. She was there. Or he or she was there. You'll be able to tell. But when you've never heard anything about your local government councillor and it's time for election, I really wouldn't want to stress my Saturday morning.
I think another thing is for you to ask questions. Are people ready to ask questions as well? Are they ready to really find out who the councillor is? Because like I said earlier on, people do not know that councillors do exist, right?
Yes.
All they're interested in is just the chairman.
Yes.
So have they asked questions to say, look, who is the councillor for this ward that I am? You understand? If you ask those questions, I'm sure you might get some answers as well.
So it's a fault from both ends then?
That's right.
Yeah, and again, it all boils down to the level of enlightenment. I think proper enlightenment needs to be done regarding, government at a grassroots level. A lot of people do not know why there is a local government, their functions, and, the importance of having a local government. So maybe that's why they don't take such elections seriously.
Yeah. If it's governorship election, you see people everywhere. They would have been on the streets since morning. But this is the one closest to us, and we're still trying to beg people or appeal or capture them to come out and vote for your local government and your councillor to come out and...
Let's talk about stomach infrastructure at this point now. Today, we're still hearing of people trying to induce voters, even though the voting has not really commenced in some locations, right? But what we really see most of the time is that even up to yesterday, while some of them were campaigning,
a certain party distributing packs of noodles.
Yeah, noodles. Some of them in some localities, I even hear 2 packs of noodles, right? Just say, please come and vote for us. So that is what we call, stomach infrastructure or voter inducement, as the case may be. So why is that still thriving? Shouldn't it be criminalized?
Because level of poverty. Level of poverty.
You want to say something about that?
Why shouldn't it be criminalized? I think is that what you said.
Why is it not being criminalized?
Or why is not? I think it should be. I think those who are trying to induce votes, they're just, it's like giving us a clear warning that, look, we'll give you this now, but when I get there and I start doing my thing, don't raise eyebrows. Yeah, because look,
is what they're giving enough?
It's not. It cannot be enough.
Of rice.
No matter what they give, it is not. It cannot be enough to buy a voter's conscience. Because look, you're trying to induce them by saying, "Okay, come and vote for me." Now, when you vote for them because you have collected that something that will probably finish that day, it's not enough to last it the whole week or the month. So what happens? Are you going to go back to the same person? Because you probably will not have access to that person once he gets into office.
But in the same vein, we still have people who would say, well, but then we'll vote for
their own candidates.
Yes.
Yeah, we still have people like that.
And we have those who they know they are available to be bought. So yes, they'll give them the 2 packs of Indomie. Take it. And I can authoritatively say that there is an area, I really don't think I would want to mention that this morning, where I had passed through, and there is a feast going on for those who are getting accredited already.
You mean it?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's just community engagement. I mean, community work. Let's just encourage our people.
CDS doing something for
it's possible, right?
Okay, yeah, it is possible.
So that might not be voter inducement.
Oh, okay.
It might just be a case of the community coming together to say, look, those that come out to vote today,
let's give them
provide food.
Is that not a tax?
Yeah.
Is that not one being tactical?
No, not at all. I mean, they've not come to tell you to say
an effort of
vote for this party.
Yeah, they're not saying vote for this party.
Yes.
Or did you see
encourage people?
Did you see a special about they told you if you vote for this person, they will give you food?
No, there was no talking. There was no talking. But if we use our Nigerian mind, we know what's going on.
No, it might not be like that.
Yeah, it could be that, okay, look, this is our neighborhood, or this is our community. We have a polling unit. We have a polling unit. Let's come together and provide something for ourselves while we are waiting and we are voting and we are waiting for the votes to be counted.
Exactly.
Let's just eat
and
have
it's also
fun.
a way of encouraging others to come.
Yes.
I remember Mike James and I went to, was it First Act during the last election, general elections?
Yes.
And we got there, it was a party atmosphere. I mean, there was suya, there was everything. So I think it's just a way of the community coming together to say, look, let's just make this a big vibe. Let everybody just see that this is what we're doing in this locality.
Okay. Okay. Not 100%.
So use your church mind.
No, I'm not on my Nigerian mind.
Using your Nigerian mind.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, 08099120777. Gradually winding towards the 10 o'clock hour. And the common denominator this morning, late arrival of polling materials. That's the case in most localities. But in some others, materials arrived quite early. Ikorodu, Bariga, Lagos Island. Voting has commenced in those locations as well. And of course, we're still tracking some other locations. Do you have a call?
No.
All right, then 08099120777, 09153877127. Okay, we've touched base with stomach infrastructure. Let's talk about the process itself and how it is being carried out, right? The structure is that by the time you get to the polling unit, you're supposed to accredit, right?
Yes.
And then you vote instantly. Is that working better than what we had before, where you have to accredit first and then people come back to come and vote.
No, I would say this should work better.
This is better, right?
Yes, for me, I can't generally say for all of us here, but I would say for me this should work better. Accredit and move straight to your voting, and either go back or you wait for everything to be done and be there when it's counted. Other than going back home and then coming back, that's one stress on the voters, and also it's a bit of time consumption.
All right.
Okay. To me, it makes voting an intentional act, because you know that, okay, I'm going to go and vote right now, and it's intentional.
So you
and
go
I know
there,
that I'm going to this particular party, going there to vote for this particular party, and you know, that's it. Unlike going back and someone has to convince you or confuse you, then you now come back and do something else.
Yes.
Let's talk about voided votes, right? That's another issue as well, right? Voided votes means that probably that vote is null and void. And what normally happens is, perhaps by the time you put the ink and you don't stamp it on that party properly, or probably in between
two parties,
it becomes voided.
Yes.
So what's happening there? Is it to say that the voters are not very much aware, or perhaps the materials do not have enough spaces?
I think the major reason is the materials don't have enough spaces, especially for people who don't have tiny fingers. If they have large fingers or thumbs and stuff, and it can't fit into the tiny space that's provided for the thumbprint. So I think those in the know should expand that space a little bit more, because these are not kids that are thumbprinting, these are adults, and so you need to have a larger. Okay, we can see a polling unit at close to corridor. No, this is the Agboyi Road around Ogudu, actually. Ogudu. Right. So there's nobody there, just the tent.
Just the tent.
Can you imagine?
No chairs, nothing.
A few
just the tent.
They are there already.
I think the.
So we should have more, a little bit more space for the thumbprinters, so that we'll have less voided votes.
Okay, so that's what it should be.
We have a call.
Okay, let's see if we can take that one before the news. Hello there, good morning. Hello. All right, can you hear us? Okay, it appears that line is a bit weak there. We'll try and see how we can clean that up. 08099120777. Just to round off the second hour of the program, Election Watch, this morning. And we'll be hearing from our reporters deployed across town. And like we said, the common denominator this morning has been that we have a situation where polling materials are arriving late to the polling units. Deployment has been very, very slow. Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
Peter Side calling again.
All right, Peter Side, talk to us.
Yes. All right, now I'm on Makinde Street. And on Makinde Street, we have 5 polling units. And accreditation has been done, and they're waiting for people to come out in their numbers. People are out doing their normal business and everything, but for the voting, it's just few people that are out for the voting.
Okay, so we have the materials have been deployed, but voters are not out.
Yes, voters are not out. Materials have been deployed, and accreditation is going on in few polling units.
Okay. All right.
On Makinde Street.
Right. Okay then. So you see the same story, so to say. But thank you so much, Peter Side. Okay, this is right here in Ikeja, just a stone through from here. So we can tell you it's pretty slow in terms of people coming down.
So I have this one popping in on the WhatsApp platform. It says no LASEC officials on ground at Igbe Junction in Igbogbo.
Okay, that's
in
Igbe Junction.
Igbe Junction in Igbogbo.
Okay, no LASEC officials.
None at all.
All right, we'll try and see if we can, touch.
So we have the tent and just a
everything
few people
is set there.
Exactly.
Okay, then we'll try and see if we can connect with the LASEC officials as well. Well, we'll be running off this hour right now just to take the news, and of course, when we return after the news, we'll be giving you more updates. So keep them coming in on 08099120777 and 09153877127.
Good morning. Here's the news at 10. First, the highlights. Elections held in local government council development areas of Lagos State. Nigerian Customs Service NAFDAC strengthened ties to tackle counterfeit drugs. On the foreign scene, United States resumes military supplies to Ukraine. And in sport, UEFA demotes Crystal Palace to Conference League as Nottingham Forest takes part. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Elections are holding across the 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of Lagos State. Voting has commenced at polling unit 006, St. Stephen Nursery and Primary School, Adiniji Adele Road, where Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is expected to cast his vote in the ongoing local government elections holding across the state. The election is to elect chairmen and councillors into the 20 local government and 37 local council development areas of the state, organized by the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, LASEC. Our reporter Adiola Akindele reports that accreditation and voting started as early as 8 a.m. at polling units 006 and 007, with adequate security in place. Also from Lagos Island, our reporter Adirayo Iduwolaya reports that the atmosphere is calm and orderly, with election officials and party agents arriving ahead of schedule to prepare for the day's exercise. Adirayo Iduwolaya reports that the presiding officer of polling unit 018, Simon Adegbenga, confirmed that voting officially began at 8 a.m. with the opening conducted in the presence of the lawmaker representing Lagos Island Constituency 2, Lanre Afini, who supervised the initial steps of the process. From Oshodi Solo local government area, our reporter Zainab Adibeshi reports that voting is being delayed due to the late arrival of election materials. Zainab, who visited polling units in areas like Mafuluku, Shogule and Bolade, reports that voters are waiting while security personnel are on ground to maintain order. From Ogba to Ikeja environs, our reporter Kayode Mafolashire reports that election materials were not available as at 8 a.m. From Ikorodu, our reporter Adesua Ejoyoka reports that election materials were delayed promptly and voting has commenced. Or election materials were deployed promptly and voting has commenced. As voting process gets underway across Lagos, the National Orientation Agency, NOA, has called on citizens to conduct themselves peacefully and follow due process to ensure a smooth and credible election. Speaking with our reporter, Adewale Oluboroku, during a monitoring exercise, Deputy Director of the NOA in Lagos, Abodunri Dawudu, emphasized the need for orderliness at polling units. Dawudu advised voters to queue properly, collect their ballot papers, make their choice, and drop their votes in the designated boxes. She noted that while voters are free to remain at the polling stations to observe the counting process, they are encouraged to return home peacefully once they have cast their votes, if they do not wish to wait. Commenting on the role of the NOA and other observers, Dawudu stated that their primary mandate is to promote peace and prevent unrest at voting centers through prompt sensitization. Meanwhile, officials of the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission who spoke with our reporter said there are 2 boxes for the local government polls, which are yellow for chairmen and green for councillors. The Lagos State government has urged property developers to always obtain drainage clearance and environmental impact assessment EIA from the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources before reclamation and dredging and sand filling to avert any form of disaster in future in the state. Speaking with journalists at Orange Island during an inspection tour to some areas in Lekki, Etiosa local government area, Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, said that the government would not condone further illegal dredging and reclamation across the state. Wahab said the EIA and drainage clearance would ensure that the reclamation does not extend beyond the drainage alignment and the discharge of stormwater does not affect the ecosystem. He said the team had to visit the Orange Island following several complaints from residents directing that the ongoing illegal dredging and reclamation must stop immediately because there are a lot of outlets that discharge into the Orange Island Lagoon. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, have committed to jointly tackle the influx of illicit pharmaceutical products and harmful substances into the country. They made the pledge when the Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, visited the Director General of NAFDAC, Moji Adeyeye, at her office in Abuja, which culminated in inaugurating a joint implementation committee aimed at enforcing the terms of a strategic memorandum of understanding, MOU, signed between the two agencies in 2024. The visit was a direct step forward in translating the MOU into actionable programs, with both the legal advisor to the Nigeria Customs Service, Smart Akonde, and NAFDAC representative, Olakunle Olaniro, present to reinforce the institutional commitment behind the move. Speaking during the visit, Adeniyi reaffirmed the customs' unwavering commitment to the collaboration, noting that the constitution of the implementation committee represents the next critical step in realizing the spirit and letter of the agreement. On her part, Adeyeye expressed satisfaction with the pace of progress, reaffirming the agency's commitment to the full implementation of the MOU. It will be recalled that the MOU was signed on November 14, 2024, during the second day of the CGC's annual conference held in Abuja, when the two agencies officially agreed to join forces against the influx of illicit pharmaceutical products and harmful substances into the country. Residents of flood plains across 20 states have started relocating following a recent warning of impending floods in the state by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. In its July flood alert released on Monday, NIMET listed Sokoto, Lagos, Edo, Benue, Yobe, Bayelsa, Jigawa, Delta, Cross River, Kaduna, Ondo, Adamawa, and Nasarawa among the states likely to experience flash floods due to imminent heavy rainfall in the coming months. The agency urged residents in the affected areas to relocate where necessary, clear drainage channels, prepare emergency kits, turn off electricity and gas during flooding, reinforce mudslide prevention efforts, and promote community awareness. Adamawa State Governor Amadu Fintiri has imposed a 24-hour curfew on Lamod local government area with immediate effect. Chief Press Secretary to the government, Honwashi Wonosioku, in a statement said the directive followed recent violent attacks and breaches of peace in some communities within the areas. He warned that anyone or group of people found contravening the directive would be arrested and dealt with according to the law, appealing to residents of Lamode local government area to shun rumor mongering and cooperate with security agencies to restore normalcy in the area. According to him, the government is committed to protecting lives and property as well as ensuring the safety of all citizens. Now to foreign news. The United States has resumed military supplies to Ukraine after Washington halted some shipments of critical arms last week. U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday said he had made a deal with NATO for the U.S. to send Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine via the alliance after a surge of Russian aerial attacks. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky has raised concerns about the impact the pause would have on Ukraine's defenses, with supplies of Patriot systems and precision artillery shells among the armaments reported to have been stopped. Russia has stepped up drone and missile attacks on Ukraine cities in recent weeks, causing record civilian casualties. In the wake of these attacks, Zelensky requested 10 Patriot systems. Patriot batteries detect and intercept oncoming missiles and are regarded as one of the world's best air defense systems. Now, sport. UEFA has demoted FA Cup champions Crystal Palace to the Conference League, with Nottingham Forest to take their Europa League slot. According to UEFA, Palace was sanctioned after breaching its rules on multi-club ownership. The rule states that clubs with the same owner are barred from competing in the same UEFA competition if an individual or ownership group is considered to have a decisive influence over more than one of those teams. Nottingham Forest is expected to replace Crystal Palace in the tournament, although the Court of Arbitration for Sport is yet to decide. John Textor, Crystal Palace's largest shareholder and the owner of Lyon, had till March 1 to resolve the multi-club ownership issues. Textor recently agreed to a deal to sell his Palace shares to US billionaire Woody Johnson, but the move has not been completed and was deemed to have come too late. And that was the news at 10. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration introduced the Lagos Economic Acceleration Program, LEAP, to reduce the effect of COVID-19 pandemic on small businesses? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. Elections are holding across the 20 local government areas and 37 local council development areas of Lagos State. The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, have committed to jointly tackle the influx of illicit pharmaceutical products and harmful substances into the country. We also told you that the United States has resumed military supplies to Ukraine after Washington halted some shipments of critical arms last week. And in sport, UEFA has demoted FA Cup champions Crystal Palace to the Conference League, with Nottingham Forest to take their Europa League slot. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And this news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagu. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.
Message is brought to you by Mike Frost at Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Obey the rules and regulations of the road for your own safety. Know the drive like say you get extra life for house. If you go, you don't go with that. The people know if you see you again with that. Why you follow away when you're day on call? Then you don't say you don't drink beer before. Save your life, take a easy. Obey traffic laws. Know the rules, follow the rules. Ain't the rules you, you better make it late, then make it late. Life no get back to. If you drink, don't drive. If you must drive, don't drink. Save your life, take it easy. Obey traffic laws.
You're listening to Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM.
Timeliness begins with the letter T. We strive to maintain timeliness in disseminating information to our listeners, and that is why we are reliable. Being the most reliable radio station, providing traffic information in Africa is our vision. Maintaining the A status, which is accurate. Accuracy in serving you real-time traffic situation reports live from the roads in details. We are dynamic in every way. With the use of modern technology and well-motivated workforce, we keep you up to date with information on all modes of transportation, and that has been our objective. Being the first authentic traffic radio station in Africa, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
One dial that gets you locked down all day, all time with that traffic report just as and when you want it. With great music and lots more. Lagos Traffic Radio, your driving companion. Your home for timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 dial. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Please listen to this announcement. This is to announce that the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Lagos District, will be carrying out major track maintenance at the Gomu level crossing beginning from 1800 hours, 6 p.m. Nigerian time of Saturday, 12th July 2025 to 500 hours, 5 a.m. Nigerian time on Monday, 14th July 2025. As a result, the road linking Igomu by Nigerian Breweries PLC with the National Theatre will be closed to traffic during the aforementioned working period. All motorists are hereby advised to take alternative routes to their destination. Announcer, Nigerian Railway Corporation.
The bumps, curves, screeches, and potholes won't stop the flow on Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. So we're back, and of course it's time to continue on Election Watch from your station of attraction and passion, Lagos Traffic Radio. Of course, this Election Watch, and I'm here,
yes,
Victor Terry, alongside with
Mike James.
Mike James, of course, my other co-presenters are somewhere around the corner.
Absolutely.
And of course, will be joining us very, very shortly. But let's take on it to take the updates. And what we found out in the first 2 hours of broadcast is that we had late deployment of voting materials.
Yes.
Courtesy of the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission.
Last year.
Yes, so most of the areas that we're covering seem to suggest so. But in some others, arrival of materials quite early.
Precisely on the island.
That's right.
And here in Ikeja.
No, Bariga. To be very precise. So around Bariga, we had it quite early, as reported by Shino Adioshun.
Yes, and Makinde here in Ikeja.
Makinde as well. Peter Side, that's Temitope Peter Side. And of course, Akanu saying they've been covering those localities, and they've been letting us know that materials have arrived early, but it's a case of
low turnout.
Low turnout. Quite unfortunate.
So I have this message here just popping in. It says 10:09, LASIK official just arriving at Igbe Junction.
Igbe.
Yes, Igbe.
Okay. That's within Ikorodu. All right. Okay, then. So thank you so much for that update. But can you also let us know, are the electorates, are they there? The voters, have they come out? Are they really out to express their franchise? You can let us know within that particular locality too.
0915-387-7127. 0915-387-7127. You can send in messages via WhatsApp on 0809-912-0777. So I've been monitoring the cameras. And, well, I can confirm to you that we have the LASEC officials that's along Agboy Road by Celestial Avenue. Yeah, so there's a polling unit there, which we've been monitoring. And, people are coming out to vote, but I'll say in trickles. Yes. Permit me to use that word. You know, just one or two people there, but the officials and the security personnel very much on ground, expecting turnout. Yusuf is joining us at this time.
Okay. So Sadiq Yusuf, please try and reconnect with us. Earlier on, we heard from Ojo. That's with the local government there, where Sunday Sadiq Ajayi was feeding us in to say that LASEC officials were just taking the materials from the headquarters to the various polling units. All right, let's take this call. Hello there.
Hello, good morning, Victor, once again.
Good morning, Sadiq Yusuf. Yes.
Yeah, just to reel out some information concerning the electoral matters in Agege. You know, earlier today I mentioned that when I visited the RAC center, they were unable to deploy materials to various polling units. But as of now, those of the materials are already out. They are on their way. Some of them are yet to get to their location. But here in Ward E, polling unit 014, at about 9:30 a.m. today, they commenced accreditation and voting simultaneously. And at about 10:18 this morning as well, about 55 voters have been accredited and as well cast their vote. So, but I also want to reel out some electoral information that will be useful in form of education to the electorate.
Okay.
That they should always take caution when they are voting, that the green box is for the chairman, while the yellow box is for the councillor.
Good.
Because the voters are actually mixing things up here. So just for some form of education, so that we know that the green box is always for the chairman, while the yellow is for the
councillor. Okay.
But everything is still peaceful and calm here. So that is the update for now.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Sadiq Yusuf, for that update. That's from the Agege end. We need updates from the Ojodu corridor. I'm yet to hear of any report from that end. I wish that update could come in right now. Ojodu LCDA, and that's a very vibrant local council development area in Lagos. And I need to find out what the feeds are for those who are within that. I'm hoping that Micah Rocha can give us an update. Hello there.
Yeah, good morning.
Good. So, talk of the angel.
Okay, angel, yeah.
And he calls it.
Mike, don't go there. The angel, indeed.
Yes.
And yes, I have traversed the Ogba Ojodu corridor. And, well, I can tell you for free that within the Ogba axis, it's maybe, I don't know what we'll call this.
It's very scanty.
It's
very scanty.
No INEC official.
LASEC.
As at 10 minutes ago.
No LASEC official.
LASEC.
LASEC, rather, LASEC, I meant to say, I beg your pardon. So no LASEC official on ground at the county Ogba, but of course on College Road, while driving through, I could see just by what is it called, the Sonny Okosu's church there's a polling unit there. We have the LASEC officials on ground, but no materials yet. But if you drive through just before getting towards the Thomas Salako axis, we have a long queue, meaning those the materials for that area were deployed in good time, and we have voters on ground already. But now traversing through Thomas Salako itself, we have also materials that have been deployed.
Okay.
no turnout as at when I drove past.
Right.
But the issue, and even when I spoke with the officials, the police officers rather on duty, they were also decrying the fact that no last SEC official on ground, that despite the fact that canopies, chairs have all been deployed, but no officer on ground. Talk more of the materials for voting.
Okay, so low voter turnout, right, is what you are experiencing in those areas?
Those areas, but still, SEC officials not present, and this is 10:26 by my watch.
All right, okay then.
Within the Ogba County axis.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael Rocha.
You're welcome, Victor.
All right, so that is still the common denominator? Yes, in most of those localities that we are monitoring. Ojodu, and of course, Ogba, all those corridors. He says most of the polling units visited has showed that we've had deployment of materials, but voter apathy is still very, very high. Okay? That's another issue to really, really reflect on. All right, Lagos Island, where things are really, really picking up. That has really picked up from the early hours. I think Lagos Island, they did 8 for 8, right?
Yes.
You kicked off 8 for 8 a.m. and voting has been commencing. But even though voting has commenced, we're still having low voter turnout as well. Of course, Deria described her own corridor as moderate, which means that people are really, just trickling in, right?
Trickling in,
yes. So that's the word to use. But then, in terms of, people really, really coming up, turning up to exercise their franchise is pretty low. So let's run through those figures again. So we said in Lagos, we have over 6 million registered voters. Okay, actually the figure is supposed to be 7 million though, but out of that 7 million, over 6 million people have the PVCs, and we're saying for us to really have it very, very good, at least we should have about 50% of that as a turnout. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. Well, I think proper enlightenment needs to be done as regards, just like I've mentioned several times, as regards, local government. A lot of people do not even know who the chairman of their local government, let alone, the function of the local government in a community or a society. So I think education. So after this, I think education, more enlightenment, more publicity should be, done in order to make the people understand why we have a local government.
Okay.
And this is, a clarion call to whoever will be elected as the new local government chairman. So it's now time for you to, right the wrongs, go out there, meet with the people, liaise with them, let them know that this is me. I'm the chairman of this social local government. This is me. Get to know me. Put out your contacts, and yes, then I think there'll be more relevance. Yes.
Okay. So there should be a post-mortem after the election.
Absolutely.
All right. I hope these mortems can take place, and then we can really, really pick up something from it, because not just a case of making it a talk shop.
Like the guest we had on Side Mirror yesterday, the former, the honorable, the woman, she said she made mention of the fact that she had already, tried to enlighten this local government chairman while she was still in office, that this is not the time for you to sit down in your office with AC and everything.
Right, you're
or
supposed to
ride
go out
with safety
there.
cars, get on your shoes, your jeans, your shirts, go out there and engage.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so let's hope that people can take that much more seriously. We're also letting you in that by the time you go for your vote, if you want to go and cast the vote, please note that the green box is for the chairmanship election, right?
Yes.
While the yellow box is for the councillor. So when you go out there, do not mix things up. do not mix things up so that you don't have voided votes, as the case may be.
0915-387-7127 and 0809-9120-777. Feel free to put a call through.
All right, let's have some updates. Ikorodu, what's happening? Adeswa, what's the latest? Hello there. Hello, can you hear us? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Raphael.
Good morning.
Okay, so Raphael, where are you right now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, the update from Yaba, Adekunle, Lago Meji, Iwaya Road. I want to also confirm you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
Yeah. So those area, Yaba left. I can also confirm to you that the various places has been set up and the accreditation has also been commenced. And I can also see that there are various turn-up. The pool close to the INEC office, Ward A, Ward C, Ward E, Ward H. They are turning up and everything are going on peacefully, and there is nothing to be worried about at this moment. And all the environment, the road are still calm and well secured.
Okay, so where are you precisely right now, Raphael?
Right now, I'm at Yaba.
Yaba, which of the polling units?
Right now, I am in polling unit 07H.
Okay, and
H07.
Okay, so can you find out in terms of the voter turnout, are people coming out to vote there, or is it very scanty?
Yeah, the various one I passes before getting there, even here, there are many people. There are very many people turning up here, coming out to vote. They are doing well. But others I see, some of them are already set up and waiting for the turn up. Some already seeing the turn up. Some are very busy at this moment. But I can see it's moving well. It's moving well, Victor.
All right then. Thank you so much, Raphael.
You're welcome.
All right, so Raphael Jeramil coming through Adekule and Yaba corridors. That's the mainland local government.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course, it's like he says, people are turning up. He says, right?
Yes.
Even though it was scanty earlier on, but it appears things are picking up gradually across the various locations.
So we're yet to get the latest from the Igondo Ikotu end. Ayodele Toyon is over there.
All right.
Yes, he'll be connecting with us.
Okay, so that's very true. Let's find out if things have changed, because
last year officials.
Yes, if they've arrived. Because before now, he was talking about it very scanty. People are out to vote, but electoral materials not on ground, officials not on ground too. That's within the Ikotu-Igondo corridor. Let's find out what the situation will be looking like as at now. This is the third hour of the elections, and this is Election Watch from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Yes, 96.1 FM. All right, we've not heard from Koshofe corridor. What's happening there? And of course from areas like, we heard from Ikorodu, of course. Areas like Ketu, what's happening there as well? Ogudu. And areas like Bagada, what's the situation there too?
Mile 2, Amodofin.
Yes, Mile 2. All those corridors. We need to have feeds from there as well. Let's find out what's going on right now. All right? If you can send it in, we would appreciate that. That will be on 08099120777 and 09153877127. Those are the numbers that you can reach out to us this morning. Let's get through some of those facts again. Election taking place today, and as we speak, the 2025 Lagos State Local Government elections will be holding in over 13,000 polling units, right? 13,000 polling units. That's what you have in Lagos.